The need to promote and preserve the African culture for the upcoming generation has been identified as necessary towards societal development and unity among various ethnic groups. This came to fore at the book launch and preview of Queen Moremi Ajasoro at the Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Osun State.
Indeed, if you manage our culture well, it's a big business really. And I'm sure gradually, when all of these are being revived, when our attention is being drawn to all of our past, I think this is something that is worthy of emulation and commendation to KBCs, the university, particularly the university management.
Whether we like it or not, women have very prominent part to play in governance. And there is no other way, because at times when they have their cliche, they will think they are joking. There is no woman, no nation. And it is true. And whether we like it or not, women have very important part. But my charge to them is that they need to really get themselves together and support each other.
Describing the significant roles the late enigmatic Queen Moremi played in the liberation of the Yoruba race, the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi Enitan Ojaja II, and other dignitaries at the book launch said the event is to honor Queen Moremi Ajasoro, who stood for justice, liberty, and victory in the Yoruba race.
Àṣà wa làṣà wa o, ẹni tó bá ti sọ àṣà nù, ó ti sọ gbogbo ohun tó wá gbélé ayé ṣe o, Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè á jẹ́ ká gbélé ayé ṣe nǹkan rere o. Ní ìgbà tí mo sùn lé àná, mo wá rántí pé kí mo lè ṣe fún ìyàwó gómìnà wa, màmá wa, Her Excellency Mrs. Funsho Amosu. Mo wá ní pé màá kọ ọkọ tó ń pè ní poem. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ mi dáadáa, kẹ́ farabalẹ̀ gbọ́ mi, nítorí pé Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè òun ló pọ́n wọn lé. Strength of a great woman. The greatest test of any human in this world is taste of power. You can never satisfy any soul in this life. But the greatest grace you can get is our best to manage every human, and this is usually heavenly given. This makes me to remember the story of Queen Moremi all the time. A powerful and courageous queen whose warmth, selflessness, and courage found their way strongly in the hearts of powerful king.
I thank the Oni for promoting the culture of Yoruba land, and also for honoring the Moremi Ajasoro to the First Lady of Ogun State, my dear sister, my friend. She's always there for me, and I will always be there for you. I told her now that I'm going to be calling her. What will I be calling you now? Is it Dr. Mrs. Moremi Olufunsho Abos, or what just now? Dr. Mrs. Olufunsho Abosun, may God continue to be with you on you. May you reign long.
Going back to the history of Oduduwa, if I may. Oduduwa had one son named Okonmi. Okonmi had 7 children. The first child of Okonmi was a female who gave birth to Olowu of Ogun. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the cultural heritage being preserved by His Imperial Majesty.
The Queen Moremi Ajasoro Initiative, also known as QMA, was established by His Imperial Majesty as a part of the House of Oduduwa Foundation. As the custodian of the Yoruba culture, His Imperial Majesty is committed to the rich narrative of the legendary Queen Moremi Ajasoro, of which he has demonstrated in various ways in keeping alive her rich legacy. A few of these projects are the construction of the 42-feet Moremi statue, which happens to be the tallest in Nigeria, also the cultural pageant, which empowers young women, like the young lady standing on my right-hand side, assisting beauty queens into becoming future employers of labor, with the 5 million Naira Impact Investment Fund donated to this cause, of which Her Excellency, the wife of the Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Amosun, was a major part of it last year.
The event, which witnessed the presence of many traditional rulers, the governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, alongside his Ondo State counterpart, Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu, and other government officials, all began from the palace of the Ooni of Ife, where guests including the wife of the Ogun State governor, who the book was dedicated to, Her Excellency Mrs. Olufunsho Amosun, were received by His Imperial Majesty the Ooni of Ife. After which the large crowd moved to another part of Ife town, where a statue of the late Yoruba heroine erected by Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi was visited. The book launch and preview of Queen Moremi Ajasoro is described as an effort to ensure that the Yoruba culture is not only preserved and honored, but also to acknowledge the heroic legacies of Queen Moremi, who through her courage and service to humanity brought hope to both the Yoruba people and women across the globe.
What we are celebrating today, Moremi Ajasoro, is one kind of enigma that nobody can ever forget. And I want to say that on this campus, we have the Moremi Hall. And it's not only Moremi Hall, in Obafemi Awolowo University, we also have Moremi Hall at the University of Lagos. And we have in so many other places. So we are happy as Obafemi Awolowo University to host this particular occasion. The motto of this university is for learning and culture. And there is no way we can do it better than to support what is happening here at Obafemi Awolowo University today. So without belaboring the issue, I want to welcome all of you to this great occasion, and I want to pledge the support of our university. Years back, centuries upon centuries, Moremi has set the pace that what a man can do, a woman can do. Woman can even do better. So today, Moremi stands for justice, which women stand for justice. Moremi stands for liberty. Moremi stands for upliftment. And this is a clear call that women should come to governance. If possible, we have 45% of women in governance and 25% of men in governance. What we are doing today is remarkable. We are marking history. We are preserving our culture and tradition. So I want everybody to see this as a call to serve. We of us, I think being an Oba is a calling. The way pastor has calling, the way imam has calling, we also have calling. And our calling is to serve our people. Moremi has set the example.
Several cultural performances from both the students of the university and other traditional display were among activities of the event. At the launch of the book, which is titled Moremi and published in both English and Yoruba languages, the wife of the Ogun State Governor, Her Excellency Mrs. Olufunsho Amosun, noted that the book will further contribute to the reading habit of the younger ones as well as promote the Yoruba culture among them.
We never make public what we do, or we'll do something reasonable.
Once again, I sincerely thank His Royal Majesty, Obafemi Awolowo University, the Moremi of Ife, for finding me worthy of the exemplary Queen Moremi dedicated to me.
The event came to an end with a grand reception organized for the guests at the Ile-Ife Grand Resort and Leisure.
Queen Moremi Ajasoro was one of the most significant females in the entire Yoruba kingdom in terms of the history. And she was a very, very strong woman. She was very intelligent, she was very beautiful, and she was strong enough to uphold the security and safety of an entire race. If you read the history of Moremi, you will realize that she took a lot of risks just to preserve the history of Yoruba. Hence, this is very significant, and it is a good opportunity for younger ones to know that age is not the issue, gender is not the issue. Everybody has something to do and a role to play to support his own generation.
Well, we must appreciate our number one spiritual father, Odi Richard Adewusi Ojaja II, for promoting our culture. You can see it today, and for translating Moremi into Yoruba and English version, so that all our students can read it. That Moremi is one of the daughter to Oduduwa.
The event is described as a cultural heritage that will symbolize peace, justice, hope, unity and courage, as well as beauty pageant opportunity for young women in Africa.